Hi everyone, my name's Catherine J and welcome to another F7 Building Blocks to Freedom talk. Today's is a board talk and today's is going to be the first time we're actually using PowerPoint for this talk, and it's going to be a bit of an overview of what the 7 Fs are. So this one you'll see it is more targeted at Christians, but it's also open for other people as well. So for those of you who have been around for a while, you'll see that we always talk on one of the Fs. So today we're just going to be doing a bit of an overview of what they are. And so I'm just going to do a share screen and just take you through what the 7 Fs are. So 7 Fs, building blocks to freedom. So just move that out of the way. So it's an initiative of the social enterprise Imagineering to a Better World, which has been around now for about 8.5 years and started in Perth, Western Australia. And now I'm located in Sydney, in New South Wales, also in Australia. So what are the 7 Fs? The 7 Fs are faith, family, foundations, finances and feelings, which we put together as one, and then fun, future, and finally freedom. And this has been going for just over a year, and I co-founded this with Hikairo Phillips, who is a Maori from Aotearoa or New Zealand, who's been in Australia for many years. Okay, so faith. So faith is it's based on sorry about that, go back. Okay, so faith is based on a solid foundation of intimacy with our Heavenly Father. So when we immerse ourselves in the love of the Father, so we receive the love dump from the Father, and then when we know how much we are loved and then we receive that love, then we can just radiate out and pour that love on others. And faith includes everything from prayer, praise, worship, decrees. So decrees, I mean, speaking the word of the Bible and just decreeing that something is so. And then practical ways to love others. And then family. So family also includes friends and fellowship. So for those of you who have been around for a while and watching the videos, you would have seen a couple of times we've actually talked about the 4 types of love. So you've got agape love, which is unconditional love. So that's Jesus for people. So he died for us so that we might live. And then we have filial, which is family, storge, which is mateship. I also talked about that in the Aussie Values series under Imagineering Moments. And finally, eros, which is the physical attraction or the sexual attraction one. So ideally, for people who are married, you would have all 4, and there's ways that you can actually keep falling in love with your partner. So it's unconditional love or agape love, filial or family love, storge or mateship, so you would die for your mates, and then eros, which is your physical attraction. So friends and fellowship all come under family. Next one, we have foundations. And foundations is actually in 2 parts. So physical, so looking at our fitness, our food, and our free time. So what we're putting into our bodies and what we're doing with our bodies, and then reframing our thinking. So especially fear. So especially in these times, it's now November 2021, so many people are so fearful, false evidence appearing real. So some people are scared to go out of the house, or, like say, for example, in Sydney at the moment, outside you don't need to wear a mask, but some people are either walking outside with a mask on or they're in their cars by themselves with a mask on. So they're coming under some very real fears, probably watching a lot of mainstream television, I would suggest. But it's false evidence appearing real. So pretty much if you don't have anyone around you that's got any contagious diseases, you're not going to catch anything. So it's and then fail. So a lot of people are scared of failing, but I agree it is first attempts at learning. So it's about reframing our thinking to become positive, and okay. Then finances and feelings. So financial IQ and emotional intelligence, or our EQ. So financial IQ is mostly having a high emotional intelligence and then mixed with some knowledge of historical patterns and common sense strategies that produce results over time. So not get rich quick schemes, which are fallacies. Then teaching people how to flourish, and then fish, farm, or flower. So you've probably heard about not giving someone a fish, but teaching them how to fish. And then also, obviously, with farming, it's about planting and and then your seed time and your harvest. So you've got to be watering the ground, and then also it's about flowering or blossoming. So it's flourishing. The next one is fun. So we've separated that into funk and fashion. So where you find your own style, where you live from the inside out and you can learn to be joyful. And then the second part is finding treasures and opportunities, especially finding treasures where others may not see them and capitalizing on opportunities. So being the calm in the storm, seizing the day, spotting the trends, learning from others and praying for godly wisdom and revelation. Some examples of finding treasure could be even roadside cleanups. So we quite often, especially for our gardening pots or lots of different things we pick up on the side of the road. And many years ago, I actually used to trade in. So if I found something on the side of the road that was of better quality than what I already had in the home, I would actually just trade it in and out and then sell it on Gumtree or something like that. Garage sales, car boot sales, things like that. Finding treasures and opportunities could also be meeting needs of other people, especially neighbours. It could also be secondhand shops. Okay, future, fighting for all of the above. So fighting for your faith, your family, your foundations, your finances and your feelings. And then fortification and consolidation of all of the others. Okay, and then freedom, which I believe must start with forgiveness of ourselves and others. And then learning to be excellent, to be an excellent follower, I would say, of Jesus, and so become a great leader. Because when we can learn to listen and when we can learn, so for a Christian, it means actually praying and listening. Okay, what is God saying? And God speaks differently to different people. Sometimes it might be just being out in nature and just feeling a sense of peace, as an example. For others, it's absolutely when you're reading the word, when you're immersed in the Bible, because Jesus is the living word, and we believe that the Bible is the revealed word of God. So the written word is called Logos. And then when you have the spirit-breathed word, where you're asking for a spirit of wisdom and revelation for the word to come alive as you're reading, and then that's called the Rhema word. It's the word for now. So, yeah. So I'll just go back again to the beginning. And so when we have a look, we can see that the 7 F's are faith, family, foundations, finances, feelings, fun, future, and freedom. And I believe this is actually not necessarily all in order, but yeah, we've got to start with God. What is our faith? Whose are we? What do we believe? And then it's about our family. So having, obviously your marriage, your spouse, and then your nuclear family with your children, and then going out to your extended family, and also your family in faith, as well as foundations, which is your fitness. It is your physical, which is your fitness and your free time and your food. And then that's also the second part is reframing your thinking. So it needs to be changing your fear to stop being fearful, to realize, okay, that's false evidence appearing real. I'm not going to go there. And then, so what are looking at really what's going on, and then don't worry about being scared of failure, but think, okay, that's first attempts in learning. I can learn and I can overcome and I can succeed in those areas. Then we have finances and feelings, which obviously must go together. And then fun, future, and then finally freedom. So that's the 7 F's. We have coaching packages on this. We have lots of videos on here. We will be doing more. And we have 3 different sorts of talks. And they are board talks, table talks, and also podium talks. So we've got quite a few of those around as well. So thank you so much for watching. If you really like this, I hope that you will like the channel that you are watching it on. So yes, absolutely on YouTube, but we're also on some other channels as well now. So, and remember, we can change the world one day at a time, one person at a time, one decision at a time. Thanks for watching.